Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Mark Guehi'S Liverpool transfer stance and Jurgen Klopp's belief before shock announcement. Liverpool are closing in on the signing of Crystal Palace defender Mark Guehi ahead of rivals Newcastle United, and the defender has spoken highly of the Reds in the past. Liverpool are believed to be closing in on a deal to sign Mark Guehi ahead of rivals for his signature and Carabao Cup final opponents Newcastle United. Guehi, 24, looks set to be highly sought after in the summer transfer market, but Mirror Sport understand Guehi would now prefer a move to Liverpool ahead of other suitors. It's not just fellow Wembley finalists Newcastle who are also keen, as the likes of Manchester City, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Tottenham are all admirers of the player too. This isn't the first time Liverpool have shown interest in Crystal Palace talisman Guehi, but it seems Arne Slot could well be on course to succeed where Jurgen Klopp couldn't. And with Virgil van Dijk's future at Anfield uncertain as his contract edges nearer to expiring ahead of the summer, Guehi could fill a significant gap in Slot's defense. The England defender has previously spoken highly of the Reds, who are currently leading the Premier League by 15 points with 9 games to go this term. And a win in Sunday's Carabao Cup final against the Magpies may further show Guehi that choosing Liverpool over Eddie Howe's team is the smarter move. It was back in 2023 that the Palace star heaped praise on Liverpool and told Palace TV via the Liverpool Echo, "I don't think there's any good time to play Liverpool, really. Everyone knows how strong they are as a team. They've got some fantastic players." Klopp was still managing Liverpool when the club was first eyeing up a move for the centre-back, who joined Palace from Chelsea in 2021 for £18 million. Guehi was high on Klopp's wish list at the start of 2024, as the German boss believed the Palace man had the potential to be the long-term replacement for Joel Matip. Klopp, though, opted against seeing through the transfer plan, as shortly after the interest in Guehi emerged in January last year, the former Reds manager suddenly made his announcement that he would be stepping down at the end of the season. Despite Matip's eventual departure from Liverpool last summer and subsequent retirement from football, it's believed the Reds' interest in Guehi behind the scenes has remained strong. Klopp's exit may have been a significant factor in Liverpool not following up their interest in Guehi last summer, but the board are certainly ready to back Slot with an £80 million move in the pipeline. Meanwhile, Van Dijk, who celebrates his 34th birthday in July, recently attempted to quell any anxiety over his future when he said, "As long as I am calm to you guys, there is no need to panic, whatever may happen in the future. If I was worried you would see me playing a little bit worried, that is not the case." Questions surfaced when Van Dijk was seen chatting with PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi and sporting director Luis Campos after Liverpool's Champions League exit at the hands of the French giants. However, it was later indicated Van Dijk was just apologizing for post-match remarks directed at Campos from the opening leg in Paris. Liverpool are nurturing 22-year-old talent Jarell Quansah, with Ibrahima Konate already making waves alongside Van Dijk. However, landing a star like Guehi, whose Palace side have conceded the third fewest goals in the Premier League this term, could help cushion any potential impact caused should Van Dijk depart. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HG, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more Liverpool FC transfer news. Our second news is Arsenal and Liverpool face Alexander Isak reality as rivals offer what they can't. Arsenal and Liverpool are expected to battle again this summer, this time for Alexander Isak'S signature, but both sides could miss out on the Newcastle striker. Arsenal and Liverpool's dreams of signing Alexander Isak this summer could be dealt a huge blow by a rival suitor from abroad. The Gunners' need for a striker has seen them be frequently linked with Isak, having been interested in the Swede as far back as January 2022. Liverpool's lack of a world-class centre-forward has also seen them emerge as a potential destination for the free-scoring Newcastle hitman. But it appears the Premier League's top two clubs at present are set to miss out on Isak's services. According to RMC Sport, French champions Paris Saint-Germain, who knocked Liverpool out of the Champions League this week, are preparing an extraordinary Players Plus cash deal for the Magpies goalscorer Gonçalo Ramos. Randal Kolo Muani and Marco Asensio are all reportedly on offer for a combined swap deal for Isak, who has a price tag in excess of £150 million. Kolo Muani and Asensio's services are no longer needed in Paris, having been loaned out to Juventus and Aston Villa, respectively. Forward Ramos, meanwhile, can also be sacrificed if Isak goes in the opposite direction. Muani has been in impressive form for Juventus since his January loan, scoring 5 goals in his first 3 games, while Asensio has also had an impact at Villa. That has raised their respective stocks considerably, providing PSG with useful bargaining chips as they also look to end their own centre-forward problem. Crucially, neither Arsenal nor Liverpool would be able to match such an extravagant deal. Newcastle would naturally need a replacement for Isak, which the additions of Kolo Muani and/or Ramos could directly provide. Arsenal, however, don't have any forwards of note to offer, while Liverpool's misfiring Darwin Núñez and injury-prone Diogo Jota are unlikely to meet Eddie Howe's now lofty expectations of a number 9. Unless Newcastle have no interest in PSG's players, the English Giants will therefore have to go above and beyond to secure the Swede's signature, forking out a huge sum in a cash-only deal. That is due to Isak having 3 years left on his current contract, as well as his rise this season to become one of the standout strikers in world football. The former Real Sociedad forward has scored 19 goals in the Premier League alone this season and an impressive 22 in all competitions. His contributions have fired the Magpies into contention for Champions League qualification and into Carabao Cup final, taking place at Wembley on Sunday afternoon. Arsenal, meanwhile, have seen their lack of a clinical number 9 hinder them in their title ambitions this term, meaning Mikel Arteta could be granted a significant war chest come the transfer window. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HG transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more Liverpool FC transfer news. Our last news is Andy Robertson drops hint on Liverpool future and offers verdict on transfer plans. At the age of 31, Andy Robertson is on the cusp of winning his second Premier League title medal and will be aiming to lift the Carabao Cup for the 3rd time when the Reds face Newcastle at Wembley. Andy Robertson refuses to accept that the last dance is about to begin for one of Liverpool's greatest teams. At the age of 31, Robertson is on the cusp of winning his second Premier League title medal and will be aiming to lift the Carabao Cup for the 3rd time when the Reds face Newcastle at Wembley. Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold are out of contract at the end of the season, while goalkeeper Alisson is another member of the 30-something club. But while Robertson is under no illusions that the clock is ticking on Arne Slot's Liverpool side, the Scottish international insists the end is not yet in sight. Robertson said, "You see the age of the players who have been here a long time. And obviously, there's a few of us in our 30s. At the end of the day, it always has to come to an end. But the lads have made it clear that they want to continue here with this fantastic club. So we're not really looking at it as the last dance. I think players come and go all the time. That's part and parcel of football at every club. We've lost players pretty much every year since I've been here. And look, football changes all the time. People want new players into our club. People want players out. That's just the world we live in. That's fans for you. That's everything else for you. There's always somebody elsewhere that they like the look of. What we've done so well this season is focus on every game that's come our way. I think you've seen in our attitude and our concentration, especially in the Premier League. It has been spot on up to now, and we have to continue that to the end of the season. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.